People still know what an icon is, and Rolex is definitely one of them.
Rolex has indisputably become the first exclusive watch brand that comes to mind when it comes to high-end timepieces. It has entrenched itself so deeply in global culture that it transcends the mere products it produces. Rolex stands as a symbol of wealth, success, style, and unparalleled quality, and a significant contributor to this iconic status is its association with sports. The brand strategically crafted its strategy by sponsoring elite athletes and sports events, particularly those associated with elegance and luxury. In this video, we'll dive into how Rolex harnessed the power of sports to transform itself into the most iconic watch brand in today's world. In the late 1800s, wristwatches had been around for a century, but they were mostly seen as playthings rather than serious timekeepers. Wanting to shake things up, in 1905, Hans Wilsdorf, a German native, and his brother-in-law, Alfred Davis, established their own company in London. They brought in Swiss movements, placed them in British cases, and sold them to jewelers who personalized the dials. Recognizing the potential for success in the growing wristwatch market, Wilsdorf envisioned and secured the brand name Rolex in 1908. From the get-go, Wilsdorf grasped the appeal of precise timekeeping, so the focus was on functionality. By 1910, Rolex achieved a groundbreaking feat by being the first wristwatch to receive the Swiss Certificate of Chronometric Precision from the official watch rating center in Bienne, Switzerland. This struck a chord with customers who valued accurate timekeeping, and ever since, Rolex has been synonymous with cutting-edge precision. In 1919, Wilsdorf moved Rolex to Geneva, Switzerland, and introduced the Oyster, a fully sealed watch case. This innovation addressed the issue of moisture and dust entering the watch case and potentially damaging the movement. The Oyster was so revolutionary that some watch users who were used to shielding their watches even from rain were initially skeptical. That said, convincing the general population that the Oyster case was genuinely waterproof required some marketing brilliance, and this is where sports played a pivotal role in establishing that credibility. Just like Cartier's watches adorned the wrists of renowned pilots and Jaeger-LeCoultre's Reverso gained popularity in the polo circuit, Hans Wilsdorf recognized the power of association with record-setting individuals. In the 20th century, setting records became an obsession, ensuring that those accomplishments would be highlighted in the media. Wilsdorf strategically placed Rolex watches on the wrists of daring individuals who achieved remarkable feats, aligning with the brand's rugged and adventure-ready timepieces, a departure from the norm in the watch industry at the time. In 1927, Wilsdorf ensured that an Oyster accompanied Mercedes Gleitzer as she swam the English Channel for over 10 hours. The watch didn't leak, and this achievement garnered attention through another innovation from Wilsdorf, an advertisement in newspapers featuring Gleitzer's testimony about the watch's performance. This testimonial strategy proved successful and became a recurring theme for Wilsdorf over the decades. In 1933, a Rolex flew over Mount Everest at an altitude exceeding 33,000 feet as part of the Houston expedition. In 1935, Sir Malcolm Campbell, a British racing motorist, set the world land speed record at 276 miles per hour while wearing a Rolex Oyster watch. Notably, in 1953, a Rolex accompanied Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay on their first successful summit of Mount Everest, leading to the release of the Explorer model later that year. With each record-breaking event, the watches continued to work with the utmost accuracy. Not the slightest fault could be found with them. Rolex continued to sponsor athletic achievements, using it as a clever marketing strategy to fortify the brand. However, as the world became increasingly digital in the latter part of the 20th century, the world's fascination with famous explorers and record setters dwindled. Rolex recognized that proving the quality of their products through extreme feats was no longer the optimal approach. Instead, they chose sports that align with their brand image, targeting audiences who could afford a Rolex. So Rolex decided to change gears, shifting its focus towards star athlete ambassadors and sponsoring major sporting events, notably in tennis, golf, motorsports, yachting, and equestrian sports. This strategic move has led to Rolex's significant presence in these sports today. The brand actively sponsors some of the most prestigious sporting events globally, serving as the official timekeeper for Formula One, supporting all 4 Grand Slam tennis tournaments, and partnering with individual sports superstars such as Tiger Woods and Roger Federer. This shift wasn't accidental. It was a deliberate synergy between the watch industry and the world of sports. Throughout history, sports have always been associated with time, precision, accuracy, and excellence. Regardless of the sport, time is a critical factor for success. As such, watch companies like Omega, established at the Olympic Games, Tissot at the Tour de France, and Hublot in FIFA World Cups have long been intertwined with sports. Similarly, Rolex strategically sponsors sports events to enhance its brand image. By associating with sports like tennis and golf, Rolex connects the brand with luxury and prestige, utilizing the spotlight to elevate its overall image subtly. Rolex has consistently positioned its products effectively, securing a solid foothold in the luxury market. The dream of owning a Rolex watch has become a societal status, a symbol, and with successful figures like Federer and Woods proudly wearing Rolexes, owning one is often considered a symbol of financial prosperity and achievement. Rolex watches are frequently chosen as gifts to commemorate significant milestones, further reinforcing their association with success. An example of this can be seen with NBA superstar Steph Curry, when he gifted engraved Rolexes to longtime teammates Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala as a thank you for breaking the NBA's all-time three-pointers record. Speaking of partnerships, Rolex has strategically aligned itself with various organizations to enhance its visibility and influence within specific markets or industries. One of the most noteworthy partnerships is in the world of tennis. Rolex has been the official timekeeper at Wimbledon since 1978 and has expanded its sponsorship to include all 4 Grand Slam events, and a significant aspect of this collaboration is the roster of Rolex testimonies, featuring some of the sport's most distinguished players. Among them are 18-time Grand Slam champion Chris Evert, Garbine Muguruza, Angelique Kerber, and Swiss champion Roger Federer, who made history by winning 20 Grand Slam men's singles titles. In another notable instance, Rolex has established a close connection with Formula One racing teams such as Mercedes, AMG, Petronas Motorsport. This collaboration is grounded in their shared commitment to precision engineering and performance excellence, core values embodied by both brands' products. By partnering with Formula One, Rolex not only gains additional exposure, but also reinforces its position as an industry leader in watchmaking technology innovation. The synergy between Rolex and Formula One reflects a mutual dedication to pushing the boundaries of precision and performance. These partnerships, along with the resulting testimonials, have played a crucial role in Rolex's outreach to its core customers. As of 2023, the Rolex brand is valued at approximately $10 billion. In terms of competition, Rolex holds a dominant 30.9% market share, making it the leader in the industry as of 2022. Rolex produces around 1 million watches annually, and in 2022 the brand generated approximately $9.7 billion in sales revenue. This substantial lead places Rolex well ahead of Cartier, the second-ranking luxury watch brand, which brought in $6.2 billion in the same year. Now let's talk about their marketing strategy. During each sponsored event, Rolex employs various marketing strategies to maximize visibility and impact. The brand prominently displays its logo throughout event venues and distributes branded merchandise to participants. Rolex goes a step further by creating special editions of their watches to commemorate milestone anniversaries or significant occasions related to the event. These limited edition pieces not only become highly coveted collectibles, but also enhance the brand's allure. A notable example is the Rolex Paul Newman Daytona, named in honor of the legendary actor and racing enthusiast. This timepiece boasts an exotic dial featuring contrasting subdials and an Art Deco style font, initially produced in limited quantities during the 1960s and 1970s. It has become a highly sought-after collector's item, with recent prices soaring up to $400,000. These limited creations serve both functional and emotional purposes, offering collectible items with intrinsic value while also catering to the desire for self-expression and individuality. Another key element of Rolex's marketing strategy involves skillfully leveraging the principles of exclusivity and scarcity. By intentionally limiting production volumes, Rolex creates an air of exclusivity and luxury around its watches. This deliberate approach ensures that demand consistently exceeds supply, consequently elevating the perceived value and desirability of Rolex timepieces among potential customers. That said, in a similar fashion to Rolex's evolution from sponsoring daring expeditions to selective sports, the brand recognizes the need to continually evolve its approach, especially considering the differences in younger generations' perspectives and lifestyles today. There is potential for Rolex to explore partnerships or involvement in sports that emphasize individuality, creativity, and sustainability, key concerns for the future generation. There is no doubt Rolex's unparalleled association with sports has propelled it to the pinnacle of the watchmaking industry. By sponsoring prestigious sports events and aligning itself with sports celebrities, Rolex reinforces its commitment to precision and elegance, increases brand recognition, and expands its reach to elite audiences worldwide. That said, what do you think about Rolex's association with sports? And what do you think they should focus on next? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for fascinating insights about the business side of sports. Thank you for watching.